So I'm here at the workshop on disinformation and the role of social media influencers and content creators in times of conflict. And I'm here with Dana Isarova, a social media opinion leader and kids doctor. She focused on vaccinations in the COVID pandemic, but recently moved on to the situation in Ukraine and raising awareness. Dana, can you tell me how this shift came about?
It came, unfortunately, very naturally due to the fact that my dad is from Ukraine, from Chernihiv, and most of my family, part of my family, still lives there. So it was just something that I did emotionally. I started to tell people what's going on because I felt like it needs to be said. That's why right now my focus is mainly just on Ukraine when I'm communicating on social media, and children's health and vaccination I've just put somewhere for future whenever the situation with the war will resolve.
Both two very important topics. And since we have spent the last few days together, could you tell me how was your experience in the past few days?
Oh, I absolutely loved it. I always love sharing experiences with people like this. And as I said before, it's so inspiring to see that it's not only you, that you're not the only one talking about these topics, and that people share the same thoughts and the same problems as well. And I feel truly inspired. And this is not just like a phrase that I'm saying. I'm really got inspired by the people that I saw, by how humble and at the same time inspiring they are. And of course, right now I'm thinking on how I can implement the things that I've heard and the things that I've said into my activities. And also this whole course kind of gave me the understanding that I shouldn't stay silent even if it seems like I have already said everything. I still should keep talking about Ukraine and when the war is going to end, then about vaccines, because it matters. If I stay silent, then it means that information is not going out there.
And you were mentioning things we talked about and that you talked about, you heard from others. Could you share one learning with us?
Oh, from others. It's not even like a learning, is how people are actually trying to do things even without maybe financial support or support from the governments, where they're trying to find opportunities on how to keep their projects alive, which is always like a big struggle to me. Since I'm a pediatrician, I already have like a bunch of stuff to do on a daily basis. When it comes to being an activist, sometimes I give up on those things whenever I see that, it's going to take a lot of a time, it's going to take a lot of an effort. So my biggest learning is that you're always going to find a way. Sometimes it's gonna the road might be bumpy. It's not always gonna be just like a smooth sailing, right? But it is really worth it. And seeing people like doing YouTube videos and like educating young people on politics just like gave me this understanding that, Dana, come on, like you should take the road, because if not you, who's gonna do that?
And since in this project we're focusing on the role of social media influencers and content creators because of their huge responsibility, but also huge impact they can potentially have, as we have seen with our amazing participants, could you share with us, what does being an influencer or content creator and opinion leader mean to you?
It's a huge responsibility. First of all, at first, when I kind of got viral because of both COVID pandemic and war in Ukraine, of course you get the sense of being popular, and it kind of feeds your ego and you suddenly feel really important. But then you understand that actually the popularity comes with a dark side, which also means being threatened or being also attacked from all the possible ways. But it is a huge responsibility because people do like me right now, and the things that I say, I need to always evaluate, how am I saying this and what am I saying, exactly am I saying. Also, I need to be more responsible with the information that I share. I need to fact check. I need to be sure that the things that I'm putting out there is the truth. But also, I think for us and influencers, we need to kind of understand that in this world of information and like how the things are changing all the time, we might be wrong as well. So I think it's very important that we learn how to say sorry. I you know what, I made a mistake. Yeah, maybe I didn't, the information that I shared wasn't the truth. So being responsible and honest to your followers, I think, is the biggest thing and challenge for influencer and social media opinion leader.